friends, happy Friday. So this is your math for today. Okay, I already did it. I'm just going to go ahead and explain why I did what I did, okay? This is now the third day that you've seen this worksheet that includes a number bond in it, okay? All right, so the story says, 4 frogs are in the pond. 2 more frogs jumped in. How many frogs are in the pond? Now there's something different about this one than all the other stories that we've read. This one doesn't say in all, this one says in the pond. But you know what? It means the same thing, okay? And I'll show you why. I used a light green for the 4 frogs that were already in the pond and a dark green to show how many more jumped in. So these were the froggies, the 4 that were in the pond, and then the 2 that jumped in. And when you put them in the 10 frame, you have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, okay? Now my picture needs to show the same thing. So I drew 4 froggies in light green, and then the 2 more that jumped in a darker green. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 here and 6 here. Now we're very familiar with our number line by now. We start with 4. I jumped, 2 more jumped in, 1 jumped in, 2 jumped in, and that's a total of 6. That's another way to show addition, okay? And my number bond. So we work on the equation first. I assign the same color as the story to the 4 that were for 4 frogs that were already in the pond, and then I assign the dark green for the circle and the line under the 2 frogs that jumped in. Okay, if you notice, it's basically the same thing. It's 4 plus 2 equals 6. You can also read it 4 plus 2 is 6. The equal sign can also be read as is, okay? And, excuse me, our answer statement says 6 frogs. 4 plus 2 equals 6. Our number bond shows 6. 4 plus 2 equals 6. Our number line shows when you have 4 and you add 2 more, you have a total of 6. Our 10 frame shows 6. I had 4, I added 2, and it equaled 6. It equals 6. I have 4 froggies, and then 2 more jumped in the pond. That equals 6. I drew this like little water. It's supposed to be my, let me make that blue. It's the water, and that's kind of another picture that you can make of your froggies in the water or in the pond, okay? You don't have to color it, just kind of showing you that even though it says in the pond, it still means in all. See, there's my little circle I like to make, in all. You're not taking froggies away. That's subtraction. We'll get to that, but we're still working on addition, okay? We wanted to introduce this week what a number bond looks like, okay? Sometimes you see them upside down like this, except at the top and the 4 and the 2 down at the bottom. It's the same thing, okay? I also put some examples of this on Seesaw, and I hope you get a chance to check them out. Check out the activities on there, okay? All right, TK friends, that wraps up this week in math. I hope you have a great weekend, and see you next week.